Hello and welcome back to Create That Voice. It's our 10th episode. Huzzah! Also some announcements. I will be a guest at AnimeFest 2018. That's here in Dallas this weekend, August 17th to August 20th. I'll be there signing autographs, leading panels. Most specifically, I'll be doing a Create That Voice panel. We're doing it live! I'll be there with other voice actors, and the attendees, of course, can submit their original characters and we'll voice them there on the spot. So if you can make it, please come. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, a big shout out to Ani, a friend who recognized me out in public and had great things to say about Create That Voice. Ani, thank you very much. It meant a lot to me. First, we have a submission from Neens K. We have two characters here, Dean on the left and the demon who follows him. Well, let's take this one character at a time and see where it goes. Let's get started with the pretty boy. The other pretty boy, Dean. The first thing I noticed with Dean is all the darkness. He's got the jet black hair, the dark suit, it's black and charcoal. He's got the grim face, it's very somber. Takes me back to my old emo high school days. But for Dean here, I think it's more film noir, especially with the suit and the bright eyes. He's got the unique purple passion eyes, but still, I think this is a guy who lived in solitude. He's been hurt, he doesn't want to throw himself out there too much, so he's kind of a low, breathy voice that shows the pain. You don't want to take him too far. You don't want to take him to Batman zone. I'm Batman. Just kind of line it up for the average person, just to show that I've been hurt before and I can't get hurt again. It always rains in this city, but it can't rain all the time. That was a Crow reference. I lost my journal. Now how will the world understand my deep, dark emotions? Back to the emo thing, right? Is the shadow a part of me? Or is the shadow something that longs to be part of me? Alright, now let's shift our attention just a little and focus on the demon. Now right away, what a cool face. I love it. Now, there's a lot going on here, just the face alone, and that's enough to work with. You see, the face is damaged. It's being caved in. Something broke into it, or something's trying to break out of it, rather. The light, that's probably the real demon inside this light that we probably couldn't even comprehend if we saw it with our own eyes. But you see, there's still more to the body. It's a crazy blown back hair, and the actual openings of the face, they're very scarring, they're very jagged, very sharp, very painful, and that's a lot to play with. You see that he's not a complete demon yet. He hasn't broken free of this body, but you see the body's not really working 100%. So there's this psychotic, frantic energy, but at the same time being controlled by the body, by the suit. It's still contained somewhat, and it creates this fun contrast to play with of letting the energy out but keeping it controlled at the same time, but also playing with the world. We know this is a dark world, it's very grim, and you kind of keep that voice, kind of keep it lower, but still the franticness can play on many other levels. Feeling lost again, are we? Poor Dean. Always 2 steps behind. Oh, too dark, too grim. Let's line it up a bit with our next submission. From Alex, we have a small singing robot named Radio. When voicing a robot, you kind of have a large range of how you want that robot to sound. You can be on one end that sounds very robotic, or you can go to the other end of the spectrum that just sounds very natural. Sometimes when looking at a drawing, it's hard to tell how advanced the robots are in that world. This one, I think he sounds pretty normal. All because this picture just says friendly. Just friendly in every aspect of the way. He's got the friendly smile. He's got the large eyes. Those are very inviting. Now, the drawing itself, it doesn't use any sharp edges, right degree angles. It's very rounded. It's very soft. Everything about this is super friendly. And when you want to sound friendly, your voice is usually higher, especially people like me. You tend to go higher when you want to sound friendly. For example, you can think about maybe you've done this, or maybe you've been around a friend or a family member who did it. They'll be talking normally. Maybe something simple like, oh man, I had a rough day at work. They get a phone call. Oh, hey, what's going on? And their voice just goes high, and you're like, who's this person? This wasn't who I was talking to. No, I don't want to raise his voice too high, just a little bit, and kind of soften it up, not so harsh. Hello there, boys and girls. If you'd like to hear a song, then just wind me up. Now, maybe you can play with a contrast. Maybe he sounds a bit more robotic when he's singing. So that's when you pull out your little voice actor tricks. You can use, fancy software and kind of mix it up to sound robotic, or you can just get a normal kind of kitchenware and just speak into that, and that'll kind of do it for you. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. And then the other characters come in to sing along. The monkey stopped to pull up his sock. Pop goes the weasel. Once again, thank you for watching another episode of Create That Voice. As always, if you'd like to submit an original character to see how I think they would sound, send it to me on Twitter, @JacobBrowningVA. And again, I hope to see some of you at AnimeFest. It's going to be a lot of fun. But if not, I'll see you in the next video. Take care!